The number one reason why people quit the gym is because they become so fixated on the end goal that when the road to get there takes longer than expected, they just give up because they assume they're never going to get there. That's the issue that most people have, is that they don't fall in love with the process of the gym. They just get so fixated on who they want to become at the end of it that they're not even interested in the process. And honestly, loving the process is the main reason and the main method to actually staying consistent. Long-term consistency really is going to be the thing that gets you there. Like, for example, every day I go to the gym, I don't see differences day to day, right? So when I went to the gym a week ago, I look pretty much the same as I do now. But over the course of 6 months to a year, I look pretty different. And so it's very important to be less focused on the end goal and more focused on how you get there. Now, the way to do that, like I said, is to fall in love with the process. You have to find a way to actually enjoy the process of being at the gym. So for example, my training is powerlifting. I love doing powerlifting. And even though I don't know if I'm going to compete, the idea of actually just the strength training and just getting stronger every week is what I really enjoy. And so the fact that I love coming to the gym and training like a powerlifter just means that I stay consistent in the gym because I enjoy going and it's what I love doing. Same way, if you enjoy, I don't know, you need to try lots of different things when you start the gym. So you need to try doing, I don't know, CrossFit or whatever just works for you, because like I said, if you enjoy it, you'll keep on doing it. It's funny, when I started the gym, I remember watching Mike Thurston. If you don't know who it is, he's like a bodybuilder type guy. He's pretty huge, like looks insane. I remember looking at him thinking, I want to look like that. And so I actually started the gym while I stayed consistent because of that. But that's honestly, I just got lucky that I enjoyed the gym and enjoyed what I was doing, because I'm never going to look like Mike Thurston. Like, he looks insane, I will never look like that. But the reason why I still go to the gym is because I really enjoy going. And so I found something that I love doing. You know, it's very easy to go down the rabbit hole of like, oh, I need to do this exercise is most optimal, and this is what's going to get me those gains. Honestly, yes, there might be some optimal exercises, but the most optimal thing is just consistency. Like I said, it's those little improvements you make every day that will make all the difference. So there's no use doing these optimal exercises if you don't consistently show up to the gym, because you're just not going to make much progress. My main kind of thing is that I say, if the gym's enjoyable, it's sustainable. Going to the gym is all about compound gains. So it's consistency that will really get you the end result. And so if you're not enjoying the gym, if you go to the gym, you start doing, I don't know, bench press, and you're like, I don't enjoy this, try something different. Try everything. Try a bit of, I don't know, more cardio based stuff, more functional stuff. Whatever you want to try it all, because you'll find something you enjoy. And even if you don't necessarily enjoy the actual movement itself, whatever you're doing, you'll probably enjoy the end result. And the end result might just be like the runner's high, for example. So yeah, that's honestly what I'd recommend. And then if you can be honest with yourself and say that you've tried all of that and it's still not working, you're still not finding it enjoyable and sustainable, then either get a coach or have a workout partner that basically is going to keep you accountable, because they'll make sure that you go to the gym every day. Now, I will say, while I've been very lucky to find something that I enjoy doing so much that's actually so good for me, it might just be the case that you can't find a way to enjoy it. And I think then you need to start relying on just discipline. You have to kind of think how important to you is the end goal. It's like, for me, right, there is days where I don't want to go, I don't enjoy my session, and it just takes a lot to even go. But I go anyway because I realise how important it is to me, and I can see the long-term benefits from doing this. You can apply this to anything, but if you look in the mirror every day and you're not happy with what you see, that should be plenty of motivation for you. And I'm sorry to say it, but for some people, I just think, if you look in the mirror and you see someone who is very overweight, unhappy with their body, unhappy with their life, and you don't want to change that, I don't know, maybe this video won't help you, maybe this isn't the video for you, but the gap between the person you are now and the person you want to become should be so, the distance between the two shouldn't be so big that it paralyzes you, but it should be big enough where you think, wow, I'm not that person yet, I'm going to do everything I can to get there. And if the distance between the person you are now and the person you want to become is that big, then you have to try and find a smaller goal. Okay, so for example, right, if you look like a bloody stick insect and then you want to look like Chris Bumstead, let's say, having that as a goal is probably not the right goal, because the time it's going to take you to get there is going to be insane. You need to have some sort of middle ground, right? So instead, maybe you just try and gain 5 kilos or something like that. You want to set small goals that are actually achievable. So for example, I'm cutting right now. I'm trying to lose, what is it, about 7 or 8 kg. I don't really need to lose the weight, but I want to get kind of shredded. And so I'm setting small goals. I'm setting a goal of 1 kg weight loss every week, because that way it's a smaller goal, much more attainable. If I just stay focused on the fact I've got to lose 7 or 8 kg, the distance between where I am now and where I want to get to is too big. I will end up falling off because I'm just so far away from the goal constantly. So while I have titled this the #1 rule for muscle growth, this whole video is going to apply to your whole life. It's not just muscle growth, it's your finances, it's your relationships, all of that sort of stuff. And the good thing is, when you get very good at putting this into action for the gym, everything else will fall into place. And I say that as someone who is actually working in progress. I'm not where I want to be with my finances and relationship, but definitely gym wise, I'm getting there. I'm trying to now transfer it to the rest of my life, and I believe that through the discipline I've built up in the gym and the ways of finding enjoyment in the things that I don't necessarily find easy, that will transfer to the rest of my life. And so hopefully you've taken on board what I've said in this video, and you can transfer this into the way you approach the gym. If you need any help with that, of course, I'm always here. You can send me a message, comment on this video. I do also offer coaching, which involves nutrition, training plan, constant support. So if you need someone in your corner to help you through all of that, I'm here. I've also created 30 tips which will basically help you maximize your gains in the gym. So I've put those into emails. So if you'd like to receive an email a day for 30 days on ways you can maximize your gym gains, just click the link in the description and that will take you to that. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.